hair on fire, I'd like the opportunity to come back up and comment if that's all right.
Thank you, Mr. Alhadeff. I put you up front for that period. If you want to come up front, I'll certainly reserve that for you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Mr. Mayor, if I could, before you slip away. Sam, we have known each other for many years now.
Yes, sir.
And we've worked on a lot of different things coming and going. What I said earlier was not directed towards you. I never heard you say what we had heard, but more than one person from staff, this council heard those things being said. And let me just finish. When I get information from our city manager that tells me that the headquarters of Scientology's board of directors wants the road closed and it's going to happen, we have to do something. And I believe it's in the best interest, based on my tenure here and the people I've talked with in the area that's affected, that they don't want the road closed. So you can see why we're doing what the recommendation that's coming forward and why it is what it is. I had also spoken to people at Golden Era saying, look, if you want to address the transportation subcommittee, get with the city manager, make a request, and we'll sit down and talk to them. That's something that Councilman Potts and I will be willing to do at any time. That's not the issue, but that's our process. I think you need to start with the County of Riverside. Their MO on that road is to put it to 4 lanes. That's in their general plan. And I know it's expensive, and I know the alternative is expensive, but taxpayers today in a cash-strapped state of California, I can't picture them building another road in the immediate future anywhere else than currently where it exists. Why would we build something when we already have something that's already been paid for by the taxpayer? It just doesn't wash with me.
And I understand how you feel, and I understand that opinion, I understand the basis for that opinion. I think what we're really talking about here is if that road turns out that it cannot be widened, cannot be made safe, and I think that's all of our concern, then we need to look at what are the alternatives, how can Golden Era play a role in those alternatives, what are mitigation measures that could be accomplished. You know, the city of San Jacinto really stands on a great opportunity here. We've got a lot of commercial and retail, and I know the economy is down, but it'll come back, and you will have great opportunity, and I know you'll capitalize on that. And there's opportunity with your neighbors, the Sabova Band. I mean, there are great opportunities we need to address, but there's some challenges, and I have to disagree with you that road can never be made into 4 lanes, but most importantly, if we have reasonable discussions, and if we determine that there are solutions of a reasonable nature that may be better, then I hope we look at it. And that's all I'm asking, just keep it open.
And I speak for myself, I'm open to have any discussion at any time, but again, you know, these words are coming from you about the board of directors from Scientology was passed to our city manager, who gave it to the transportation subcommittee, his recollection of that, and that concerns me, and if we want to make it safe, maybe it's better enforcement, maybe it starts through that out there. I don't know a road that's ever been designed, if people went the speed limit, it wouldn't be safe, because that's the test that it takes to make it when you build it. So I know the valley's changed, I know things are different out there, but I think we need to take an action, and that would be the recommendation that I make.
And I respect that. I want you to know I respect that. I just, so you know, and I know, and everybody needs to know, that road was a rural road designed for 2,000 to 3,000 ADT a day. It's servicing now 15,000 ADT a day. That's not me. That's information that we've gotten from people we've hired.
We don't disagree with that.
And that's level service F, and that's unacceptable, and it's unsafe. So we want to work together. I'm glad you'll meet with me. I'm happy. We'll get together. I'll set it up through Barry, and we'll put an end to any rumors.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Our next speaker is Lauren Pratt. Ms. Pratt.
Mr. Mayor, council members, department heads, audience. My name is Lauren Pratt. I've already been here once, so you're probably aware of that.
Mr. Pratt, just make sure you address the council. Okay, I have to remind everybody, because of the audience, I know that you want to get up and speak and maybe look at people. Make sure you're addressing the board at the time.
Oh, certainly, sir.
So you were the first one to come up, so there might be somebody behind you. I had to say you just happened to be the first.
Okay. There are several issues that were just raised here, and I guess what I'm doing is posing this to Mr. Potts and to Mr. Ayres as the Transportation Subcommittee. This issue of the road being closed. 4 years ago, my daughter was driving through there, and she was run off the road by some kids racing in their little hot rod cars. She hit a tree, nearly totaled the vehicle. She ended up in the hospital. Fortunately, by the grace of God, nothing happened to her. She was driving a large steel vehicle. I firmly believe in Fords. It was not a car that was made of tin. It was a steel vehicle, and I believe that's what saved her life. I believe we do need to find some compromise here about this road. This is a road that is very important to our community. There's, as the previous gentleman stated, some 15,000 cars a day go through there. This road was created to handle a couple of thousand cars some 30, 40 years ago when the valley first opened. With the population explosion, with the business that has come to us, with the casino, all the patrons that use that road, this road is a very well-traveled and very populated road, and we need to do something about it. I applaud Golden Era for their efforts to create and commission their own study to do what they can do to reach some kind of compromise. And I urge the city to formulate some plan and follow through with this. I do not believe closing the road will do any good for anybody. I do believe we need to create some other form of method and look at other options here. I've been in construction and land development some 30 plus years, and I see several options here, but I'm not part of any board or any committee that's studying this. There are several options that are available here, and they will cost money. The cash is not there right now in our present economy. I understand that, but we do need to do something. And this Golden Era group, they do a lot of really wonderful things for our community. They support mini golf tournaments at no charge for many charities to give back to our community. They donate lots of time, so they are very concerned about this. I just believe that we need to take a hard, serious look at this as a city and work with the state and the county and find some goal to improve the safety on this road. And that's pretty much all I got to say about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Pratt.